Hey guys, it's Ben here at Dog Ranch Resort in Daphne, Alabama. Today I have our wonderful trainer Ashley, and we're going to talk a little bit about leash reactivity and what it looks like for an actual aggressive dog on leash. So Ashley, without further ado, would you kind of define what's the difference between aggression and then just leash reactivity?
Sure. 9 times out of 10, most clients that I see that come to me saying, my dog is very, very aggressive on the leash, I don't know what to do, I feel like they're going to eat another dog as soon as they greet them or meet them. 9 times out of 10, that's more of a leash reactivity situation versus true aggression. So what I like to tell people is, of course, I want to be reading the dog's reaction when I bring another dog out. That's usually the first thing that I will do if you come to see me. Typically 9 times out of 10, again, it's not necessarily a dog is really aggressive towards another dog. It's that they are overly excited about there being another dog. Another thing to consider is when dogs greet each other on leash, that's not usually a very natural greeting for most dogs.
Are you saying that dogs should not meet on leash?
I typically stay away from that.
Okay.
Honestly, because when dogs are tethered, they feel a very different sense of control or lack thereof than they would if they were just freely greeting another dog. So I typically give a little bit of leeway between dogs that greet each other on leash.
Gotcha. Well, that's interesting. Now, what is a good way to stop leash aggression or leash reactivity specifically?
So leash aggression is going to be typically if your dog is leash aggressive, it's more an aggressive dog overall. Mm-hmm. Meaning if they were to greet each other without a leash, there would probably be some issues there as well. So that's more aggression versus leash reactivity. Leash reactivity 9 times out of 10 is a dog wants to go greet another dog, or they want to react in a situation that they're not necessarily sure how they should be reacting.
Right.
So a lot of times that's what I see, and it's just re-educating the dog that there's really no need to react to another dog in that way. And then, putting them in a safe environment that they can freely greet each other, as long as we know both temperaments will allow that. That's typically how I would have dogs greet each other.
Gotcha. Now, what are some things that I can do at home to help, get rid of that leash reactivity? I'm walking my dog, and next thing I know, they're jumping, getting all excited, barking and growling. How do I handle that situation?
First things first is anytime you have your dog reacting to a situation, you can create a better response by putting distance between the dog and what they are reacting to. If you give the dog a wider berth from whatever distraction or stimulus that they are reacting to, you can then create a little bit of focus, whether it's using treats, using a little bit of a leash correction to get the dog to refocus back to you and rewarding that behavior. That typically will change their reaction when they see another dog kind of more focused on you versus the other dog.
Gotcha. Now, let's say I do have an aggressive dog. Mm-hmm. What is the best way to walk that dog without setting them off?
You want to talk to your trainer.
Gotcha.
Your trainer will give you a lot of tips and show you a lot of techniques that really, can't be described. A lot of it is visual learning and really kind of assessing the dog and what works best for you and your dog.
Gotcha. So, doesn't matter if they're aggressive or leash reactive, the trainer is going to be your best avenue.
It typically is.
Okay.
Absolutely, because the trainer can show you a lot of techniques and really assess the behavior versus we're not really sure what we're dealing with.
Now, is there anything that I can do to make it worse? Meaning, I'm on the walk and I know my dog is leash reactive. Mm-hmm. What should I not do?
One of the hardest things when we are walking dogs as humans, we typically like to put tension on our leash and tether a dog, which puts tension around their neck. Typically, they have a reflex that makes them want to kind of pull against that tension, which will just exacerbate the issue for the dog. Easiest way, again, that you want to maybe deal with that is cross the street. Go the opposite direction. break the focus of your dog on that stimulus, move it away from that stimulus, and try and get it to a more calm state of mind so that you can continue your walk.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate all the information.
Sure.
Thanks,
It's been my
Ashley.
pleasure.
Thanks, guys, for watching, and we will check back in with you soon. Bye.
Bye.